guys, it's M4J here and welcome back to the Motherboard network on OpenTTD. We start here again at GSG, although we're not going to stay here for very long. All the tracks overgrown, no trains currently out on the network. That will change by the end of this episode. First of all though, I just want to come over here, grab all of these trains, oops, wrong button, get rid. Come over here, all these trains, get rid. These trains get rid, and I think the rest of these are all empty. Yes, they are. Good. We're getting rid of this depot. Oh, we're not getting rid of it. We're rebuilding it. We're making it better. So first things first, all of these gone. These gone. Grab the old bulldozer. All of these gone. Most definitely all of this gone. We're going to redo it, and we're going to do it properly this time. The way I see it, I've learnt a lot since we built this area. Always learning. It's one of the best things about it. This game, that is. You can always learn, you can always improve, you can always get better. Now, I want to keep this set of crossovers here. I do want to get rid of that, that, and that. This is quite a crucial junction, so we are going to leave the crossovers where they are, as it's a good transition between fast lines and the slow lines. And just want to check, that is definitely there, and that is definitely there. Right, and then here, current order, or if next order, yep. And then you are, if next order is Great Barnville South. Okay. We need to extend these platforms slightly as well, so let's do that. You can see I've just loaded the game up again, which is why all of this hasn't been formatted properly. I don't know what it is, but every time I go to record a video I need to sneeze. I do apologise for that. I disguise it well, I like to think. Although not so cunning with my yawns. I don't know where that yawn came from either. Anyway, let's not spend time moaning. How long are these platforms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are they the right length? That's always good. Okay, we need one here and one here. In fact, is that a signal there? Yes. Yeah, I'm going to have this station here, and I'm going to get rid of this station here. Don't need it. But just to check. There aren't any trains scheduled. Oh, there is one. Why are you still out on track? Oh, game's crashed. Alright, bear with. Get that loaded up again. Not quite sure why that happened. Means we've got to start all over again. Ah well, we're only a few minutes in. But as the title of today's episode suggests, network reset. We are going to reset all of the schedules, and hopefully it won't break again. Or it will break. I know it'll break, it always breaks. But it won't break as badly as it was breaking before. Alright, back up all the way over here. Trying to work out which. It's that one. Where are you? Why are you all the way over here? That doesn't make sense. Game's crashed again. Why does it do that? Why does it do that? Should not be crashing. That's really stupid. Right, third time's the charm, I hope. It's a good start, isn't it? Really good start. Come on, game. There we go. Alright, back up here again. get rid of all of these, select you, save. So at least we're over in the right spot this time. Save. So let's drag this down. Whilst we're waiting for that, we're going to get rid of all of these trains. And all of... where are they? There. These trains. We're then going to select this. Oh, it's going to crash again. Anyone know why that's happening? I'm going to open a different version of the patch and see if that fixes the problem. So we're on an older patch now. Ah, okay, that's not going to work. Alright, try again. Looks like we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way of just select the orders, delete, 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 delete until they're all gone. Man, that's annoying. You see what I mean about there might be small bugs in the patch. A lot of this is created by one person, so you will expect to find some bugs. It's one of the reasons why I don't get that angsty about it. I do get frustrated. I mean, who wouldn't? But you do... I have some sympathy. The fact it's one person that's created all this, and Lieutenant Joker created the patch. Certainly did a better job with it than I would have. And it's gone again! What the actual... Maybe I'll just leave that train. Why does it keep crashing? It's like it doesn't want me to get rid of them or something. We'll come back to it. How about that? We'll come back to the bloody thing. It's going to corrupt my save file if I'm not careful. Right, all of you, go. Next one up, all of you, go. Close that. Grab this. Delete all of this. All of this. This was a bad place to build a depot. Let's put it that way. This place here was not designed for a depot. And to try and squeeze one in was a really stupid idea on my part. So we're going to learn from that mistake, and we're not going to make the same mistake twice. I hope we're not anyway. You never know. Sometimes I do. Right. Done all that. Save. Save. Good. Any trains still use this? Yes. And it's crashed again. It's that one train. It just seems to be causing me all the problems, and I don't get why. And I think it was still in the process of saving. Oops. Save directory. Autosave. I need the most recent one on here. (2104). Has it got all of what I built last episode in? Oh, I've got a horrible feeling it won't. Well, there you go. Lesson A as to why you should back up all your saves. Oh, this might actually... This might be okay. Oh, phew. Right. Save game. Up a level. I'm going to save this one first. And then we're going to save it over the second one. And then we're going to grab that train and we're going to chuck it through a window. That is really, really annoying. Why did it have to do that? Could have just cooperated, but no. Has to be awkward. Come on. Oh man, now it's just gone completely. There, save. Alright, we're going to wait for it to finish saving before we do anything else. We're going to get trains running through here today. I hope. I don't think I've organised these platforms yet though, so we'll have to do that. I was tempted to rebuild this station, I think I said this last time, and link it to this airport, and actually move the airport to over here. That might not be such a bad idea. Looks like we've lost some aircraft as well in crashes. Right. Let's head to Doneborough. Oh, let's head over here first as well. Are there any trains still using this? There aren't. Okay. I think we might get rid of this as well and build a new connection somewhere for terminating trains there. Right. All of these. Yeah, all of these go. Grab you. Save game. And again, we've got to let it finish saving whilst we're faffing around. So where is this? Why is it all the way over here? That's what I don't get. I can fix that now though. If I delete that order, Flint Bridge North, I want you to go to, actually no I don't, I want you to go to, whoops, non-stop, Flint Bridge Parkway I want you to go to. There. Right, we're going to keep this train. And we're going to use it as the basis for the new vehicles. Get rid of all of these. Get rid of all of these. Save game. I didn't want to have to keep saving the game every 5 minutes, but there you go. It's one of the quirks of the game, I suppose. Close all those windows. We're going to keep you and put you up there. Right, while we're waiting for this to save, we're going to come all the way over to here. And we're going to select this depot. And these have all been upgraded now. That's the wrong depot. This depot. These haven't been upgraded now. We're going to get rid of this train. We're then going to go new vehicles. We want cargo capacity passengers. Like this. And we want the Stadler Kiss. Right, and we want the 6-part version. And we're going to clone it. And we're going to do this. You're going to attach to that. And you are going to have all these orders. Yes. Autofill. Actually, which order? Yeah, you have got the right orders. Right, we're going to pin you. We're going to pin you. The rest of these can all go. Four, 5. I'm not going to count them. That's stupid. Right, and we're actually going to alter the orders of this particular train as well. It's not going to stop at every station en route. We're going to start operating some semi-fast services on the Western Reaches line as well. How's about that? So, we're going to do this, and then we're going to do that. Then we're going to do that. You're going to go up here for now. You're going to come all the way up to here. Right, good. Open this up. So, you're going to come out here, you're going to come out here. You're only going to stop at one of these. I'm tempted just to make you stop at Carnwell. So we're going to get rid of Slenston on both of these. And we're going to take out the petrol station of this name. Carnwell. Alright, after Carnwell, definitely going to stop at Drunston. So I think we're going to get rid of Corfingway on Sea as well, which we're going to rename the town first to just Corfingway, and then we're going to rename the station to just Corfingway. But you're going to skip that one out. You're just going to go straight to Drunston and then Bending Head, because there's a connection here with the fast lines. Trunley Market you're also going to definitely stop at. I think you're then going to skip out Plardston and Trutston. So I'm going to change this. And that one, so your next stop is there. So after Trunley Market Heights, you're then going to miss out Plardston and Trutston. Trutston and Plardston. You're then going to reach Renfingfield East Tunnel. Yep, and then Renfingfield, and then Renfingfield West Tunnel. And again, I think you're going to skip out. So this has nothing on it right now. Neither does that one. Well, that needs to change. So you are going to come all the way over here and copy from this. If next order is here, or if next order is here. So you're going to miss out this one. You're just going to stop at Safingly, which means you're also going to miss out this one. I feel like I need to copy this from the fast line over here as well. So let's see, your next stop is right the way down here by the looks of things. So you are going to be that one. But I think one of these stations over here probably this one. We're going to put platforms on the fast line as well. One. Oh, what's in the way? Oh, it's the wrong type of track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why we put these big gaps between signals. 6, 7. There we are. Okay, so you come out of Renfingfield, you go to Safingly. Yep. And then stop there. How big's that? Yeah, over 1,000. Stop there. It's fine. Miss out Barnford. Okay, so Barnford on the way there, and Barnford on the way back. Fredingworth is fine. Slartwood, I think you need to skip as well, because it's under 1,000. So Slartwood West, we're going to skip. Slartwood West, we're going to skip. Right. And this service no longer terminates at Monningpool Falls. It's going to continue. So you can get rid of the no loading there. Right, so you go through here. Now this service we're actually going to have run down this way, I think. And then down this way. So Flewtown I think we'll avoid. Inverwood I think we will stop at. Again, we'll rename the station whilst we're here. save the game again really quickly. Hate that I have to do that, but I think we've proved plenty now why we have to do that. Might as well stop at Runtown. Or Runton, sorry, not town. Long gap here. Now, which one of these are we going to stop at? You are 910, you are 720, so we're going to stop here. And then we're going to skip out this station. We are going to stop at Preyborn, obviously. And then we're going to run up and into Plindham Junction, like so. Right, and we've got to put all these speeds in. So first of all, change speed 100. 15. That gives 30 here, and then 15 again into St. Michael. And then out St. Michael it's 30, 45, well, I might do that as 60 actually. It's 30, 60, 100. That sounds alright. And then it's 100 through all of this. We get to Renfrewfield East Tunnel. We're going to slow down to, let's say, 75. And then 75 out the other side. And then here we're going to slow right down again to 50 because there's quite a lot of junctions involved. Out the other side of Monningpool Falls it's also going to be 50. And then along the coastal route it's going to be 75. Because of the way that the line has been built, it's very zigzaggy. So 75 all the way until we get to Preyborn where it drops to 60. And through Preyborn also 60 up to here, although actually I'm going to put an extra waypoint in just here. Pin that a second. You're going to go via there. Alright, so it's 60 until you hit that waypoint, and then it's 30 until you hit coastal, and then it's 15. And then leaving it's 30, and then it's 60, and then it's 60 again, and then it's 75 along the coast, .75, 75, and 75 till we get to here. Then it's 50, and then it's 50, and then it's 100 right the way up to here where it drops to 75 and 75. Okay, and then it's 100 all the way across here until we get to here where it drops to 75, and then I'm hoping this one is 40. No, I've missed out some orders here. I must have. Let's come back up here and check this because I'm sure. Yeah, I'm going to add some more waypoints in, so it's I got confused then. I couldn't work out how that was done. Right. So it's this one, Yeah. GSMI release, that's fine. But I think I'm going to need some extra waypoints. Let's do there and there. So you are little Biddingbury slow lines, so I need to go above that. There. And I don't actually need them in both directions, I need them in this direction, so I'm going to take, whoops, this one out. There we go. Right, back to orders, timetable, not orders. Right, so there is 100, here it drops to 75. Or 60 actually, 60, then 30, then 15 into the station, like so, and then it's 30 out of the station, and via here, that one's 15. And then this one is 10. Oh no, wait. That one's 30. I do that a lot, don't I? This one's 15. This one's 10. Okay, that one's done. Save. Oh wait, it's not done. I didn't do the wait times. Oh damn. I've also got someone trying to send me messages. Right, sorry about that. Wait times. That's what we're doing now. 250 on all of these except for this one, which is 2500. This one, which is 750. And you get the idea. All the way down here, Plindham Junction is also 750. And this St Michael is 500. Right, clear the journey times, and that gives us 11, which is how many trains we will need. Probably... no, I'll do that after actually. I will do that after. Okay, you, sir, we need to build a new depot site for you. When did I last save the game? I'm getting paranoid now. Save the game really quickly, wait for that to finish. Right, they're all gone. These ones all gone? Yeah, so I can get rid of this whole depot site. Maybe that's the bug. Yeah, that's what causes the crash. It's that depot. Why? Now I just get the feeling that's unfixable. Because it's always going to break it. Because even if I demolish the depot, it's then going to come up with red saying it doesn't exist anymore. And then I try and remove it and it'll just crash again. Why? Why is that a thing? That's really, really annoying. That should not be happening. So this train is broken, essentially. I can't remove the orders there, and I can't remove this order here. I can change it, but I can't remove it, because it just crashes the game. Let me just read this a second. I bet it won't tell me why. Well, it will tell me why, but I won't be able to read it. I don't understand these things. Totally barking up the wrong tree here. It's telling me all the settings I've changed. It's telling me all of the patch changes that I've made. I have no idea what any of that means. So I don't know how to fix that then, because I'm pretty sure the only other thing I can think of doing is sending it to the depot off. So load the game up, send it to the depot, you, that, grab you, set you to Plymouth Parkway, which you are already on, and you are sending to depot, and then just delete the train, and then maybe that will work. Unless that crashes it as well, who knows. Does mean I'm going to have to unpause the game for this. There we go. Right, if I come all the way over here, just want to check any other trains still out on track. No, that's good then. That was the last one. So I need you and I need you. Grab you, put you up here. Grab you, put you over here. You're pinned, minimize you just for now. Alright. I want to do the lines out of GSG next, I think. Yeah, so let's come over here. Now I need to make sure I've got one from each of the overground lines that come out of GSG. So one, you, pin, we'll stick you up in the top corner there. I also need to select you. Good, you went exactly where I wanted you to go. This one, pin you. I'm doing it in alphabetical order this time. This one, alphabetical order? Yeah, in terms of orders. So alphabetical order on here. And this one. The old rattly trains, which we will be keeping for quite some time still, I imagine. Close that. Right, now I do really need to get that depot rebuilt, or build a new depot. I'm building a new depot somewhere else anyway, so I might as well get on with that, and then we'll just come back and get rid of this once that train's gone there, finally. So, where shall I build the new depot? Save the game again really quickly. I'm really paranoid now. I hate it when it crashes. We're also going to have a money issue here as well, because we've got no income. Right, I think the new depot should actually be built in this big gap that we've got here. So I'm going to go into building mode for a second, so I will pause the game again, just to go into building mode. Right, get rid of all of this, get rid of that bit, all of this, all of this, all of this, like so, all of this, and this bridge. Right, now, electrified track, put those back in, pop that back in, that bit there is already electrified, good. So we need this to come out like this, along to here, let's say, back in again like this, and then up and over like this, and then along this way. Meanwhile, 7, that's a good length, and then this is going to come out like this. Like that, I think. Maybe if I did that. I do it like this now to regulate the length. I'm sure there's people out there wondering why I'm doing this. It's to regulate the length of these different sidings to make sure that they are all within a similar length. I think I can make this go out one more. Like that. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do the long ones here. In fact, this needs to be a hell of a lot bigger than this still, doesn't it? Let's see. If I get rid of this one, take this back a little bit and make it go like this instead. And then at this point here, we can have a hop up and over. And then these will be the express sidings. So we'll find a way to make these work. If we do this, like that. I think that works. Bring this along like this. Do something like that, and then this one we'll have come in from there like that, and join up like that. Okay. Signal there, one there, one there, one there, one there. And that will be the express services. Put a signal here as well. And then we'll do the local ones. Didn't actually want to do any building today, but as is the way with me, it always ends up happening. Gotta stop doing that. It's that, and then this. It's that, and then this, and then this. So how long's that? 6. So we've got to do that, and then that. Up some more. Down like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that, and then I think one more. So we've got plenty of space for all the trains that we're going to have shooting up the North Main line. Like that, and then this is going to be the line that runs across to there, and down to there. Alright, now I've got to connect all these up. So it's going to be like that, like that, like that. Actually, yeah. And like that. All of these connect up like this. And then this one connect here. This one connect here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unpause that for a second. All of those like this. This is going to become like that, and then like that. Now we build the sidings. Fixtures there. I thought it had crashed again then. It froze, my heart sank. We were okay. For now at least, we're okay. Right, and then quickly save. This game will be the death of me one day, I'm sure of that. Alright, so we need to get rid of all the trains except for 1, 2, 3 and 21. Where's train 2? I must be on the other side. I think I'm going to have to pause the game again for this. Something about mouse speed. think that's almost too fast. I can change it by pressing a button on my mouse. I think that's about right. Right. And I've got to remember to skip over 21 as well, which is that one. Like this, all the way down through all of these. Pretty sure there should be some other trains here as well, but I think because I did them all, yeah, I think I did them all at different times, which is why they're not showing up. Okay, resize you to default and minimize. Now we've got to come back over here. I always forget, there it is. Right, we've got to keep train 2, but the rest can all go bye-bye. Now these trains should have all upgraded, so I'm actually going to do that manually now. Using this one here as a guide. So let's keep 121 for now. Get rid of that. Clone you. You are the now number 2, and you go bye-bye. Down like this. Okay. Also pin you, also minimize you, and you get dragged up there as well. Save game. And whilst we're here, I am going to change this back to this one. Which does mean we get a lot of trains running through this little section, but they shouldn't get caught up because I'm going to do a little bit more maths. I have some paper somewhere. I might just type it up on my laptop actually, at this rate. The number of trains that go on each service. We need a town. Can I fit a town in this gap? A tiny one? Or random one? Yeah. Good. So this now has something to service. Unpause the game. Save game. Again, don't fiddle with anything just yet. Right. Now we're going to do a little bit of an extension of... So I did some off-camera building, which doesn't seem to have carried... No, it hasn't carried over. Okay. So we're going to have to do this again. It's just a little bit of tweaking over here. Again, I didn't want today to be a building episode, but what can you do? So there you go. This goes and this goes. You get converted into a normal signal, so does that one. How did I have this? I got rid of that. And then I think the next thing I did was come back over here and do this, and then followed this. I think it was here actually. Like that. Under and under. You to there and there. Yeah, and then this went straight along, and then this went to there and to there. I say simplified. I didn't really simplify this, but I made it easier for us to use it for the overground network. So this comes all the way along like this. That then comes up like that. This all gets dug out. to, I think it was about there. These signals then move to where these signals are. Get rid of that, get rid of these two waypoints. I don't think they were being used. Oh no, they might have been actually. Oh yeah, they were. Okay, well, we'll have to sort that out in a second. Back up here to island platforms. Like so. All of this gets gotten rid of. Signal, signal, signal. That one, that one, that one. We then get this one to copy from there. We then get rid of that. Next order is here. We then get this one to copy from there. Again, get rid of that. If next order is this one. And then finally, this one we'll also copy from, let's say, this one. And this one gets changed to this one. And then over on this side, this one I believe just stays as it is. Remove that. Next order is Frittingly North. This one, if next order is here, New Rennington. Save quickly. I really need to keep the game unpaused whilst I'm doing this, to get that train back to the depot so I can just get rid of it and hopefully fix the problem once and for all. Like so, make the station look nice and pretty. I do need to go right the way across the network and decorate stations. I might do that as a time-lapse, maybe a bonus video, just to get the stations looking actually functional. That'd be quite nice. Alright, like that, and then you along to there, you along to there. There we are. And then that is absolutely fine there. Right, now for this junction. It's where life gets a little bit tricky. So you've got 6 tracks going into 4. So the simple way of doing it is... well, there isn't one, to be quite honest. It's to do with where we have trains running from and where we have trains running to. So for me, the obvious way of doing this is have these two just connect bog standard up to here, and have these two do the same with these ones here. Pop a new connection in there. I'm going to move this back one. Like that. That then allows us to build a hop over track here, which we are going to use. Like so, and then drag this diagonally across like that, and then this connects up here like that. This continues to run underneath like this, and over here we're just going to have a simple flat junction, you to there, you to there, except we can't get the line. Oh, actually we can. If we just do again another simple flat junction here, and then have this go underneath like that, and have these as 3 bridges. That's a good name for a station. Someone should use that. And before someone says it, I know it's a place. I've been there. You can't tell jokes on YouTube anymore. People take it too seriously. Right, like that. And then have that as a signal, that as a signal. These are already signals. Upgrade that to a signal, and upgrade that one to a signal, and then get rid of this one. That should be it done. So from these platforms, these platforms. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. A little bit of demolition work going on up here. A little bit of demolition work going on here as well. Okay. And then a tiny bit here too. Rather unfortunate. So from here, this line will come out like this. This line will come out like this. This one will go to here and then stop. This one will go to here and then stop. That will connect up here. This is going to be a really, really, really horrific junction for trains to have to negotiate, but they are going to have to do it nonetheless. It will make more sense if I actually just had this continue straight on. Might even be able to put another station here. Well, that might be a bit of overkill. Do that, and then do this. Which train is this? This is the one, yeah. I'll fix that probably off camera at this rate. This is a really horrible episode. In many different ways. I hate doing fiddly ones like this, and I knew this would have to come at some point, and I was absolutely dreading it. But there we go. That. And that. And then we get rid of this one and this one, so we have no junction overhangs, because I imagine the freight train's going to have a field day trying to navigate all of this. Okay, save. So that's that done. So now from these platforms you can go to St. Thomas, or you can go straight on. From these center platforms you can go up this way and then along this way to St. Thomas, or you can go straight on, and then from these platforms you can go underneath that way to St. Thomas, or you can go this way straight on. And then from all of these tracks obviously you can do that too. Right, now I come back over here. Did I show you this little goods link, freight link I built, so that the freight trains didn't have to negotiate this area? You can sort of see where I was getting, what I was getting at now, because this is awful. Just trying to navigate. So if I get rid of all of that, get rid of that and that. Pause the game a second. I really need to stop doing that, but I can feel the lag. So that goes to there. And then all of this bit here is just going to be electrified. The reason being is we've got dual voltage trains, but there is a type of train here that is overhead only, so we need this to be overhead predominantly. Now where did I have this go to? I think it was here actually. No, it can't have been there. Where did I have this go to? I built a new... Oh! I think it was here. Yeah. Where I had this here, wood side, be dual power. And then this and this, this and this were all dual power. And then... here it went down like this, like this, and then this section is electrified only. And I built a set of sidings on an embankment up like this. So it goes like that, and then like that, and like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I think I needed one more tile. Anyway, we'll get rid of that signal. This one here also needs to be a pathfinding. Yeah, I thought I missed out those two. There we go, and then back to electrified. Scroll down, fixtures, like that, and then they won't fit there, will they? No, they won't. Of course they won't, because that would make life far too easy. As you can tell, I'm very British when I get annoyed about things. I do swear normally, but I won't swear in these videos, obviously, family friendly and all that, but yeah, I can get frustrated about these things. As much as the next person. Alright, let's do a little bit of road work here as well, because it's something else that I didn't want to do today, but I'm just doing it now anyway. And under, and like that. You connect up there. And then that we rebuild like this, and this connects up like that. It's one bit done. Now rather annoyingly, I think we're going to have to get rid of that one. Put that there, and get rid of all of this. Put that there, get rid of that, put that there. Might as well make like a little roundabout type thing here, because what better way to screw over our bus drivers. And then all of this I'll just let grow and be buildings. But this road section over here needs a lot of work. We haven't even gone to the timetable in section for this yet. That's going to be even worse. I always had in my mind's eye when I built Woodside, I always had this idea that it would become more important than I gave it credit for when I first built it, and that certainly seems to be the case here, as it is the terminus for one of our overground services. Alright, scrap that, scrap that. Road across the back here, connect up like this. A road across here that goes down like this. A road across there like that. And here I might just build a dead end road. Maybe not. Maybe this. And just let buildings grow in and around these spaces. And then here I'll just do that. That's quite easy. Okay. Did I put the right type of signals here? I did. That's a nice change. Save game. Okay, so now trains come down this way, down this way, down this way, and then they come along here and they terminate here at Woodside. However, let's do this one first. they get to Brendington, which they now stop at twice. And then they continue down here to Woodside twice, and they go in here. This Woodside is no loading. This is renamed Sidings. Like that. No loading, no unloading. I am tempted to upgrade the overground trains in the future as well to carry more people, because it is kind of a key way of getting between all the terminus stations. Same with the metro. Oh, I think with the metro I'll have to change the track type as well, which is going to be a pain. The reason I said however is because we do have this line here as well. So you come out of Woodside, you come around this bit of the loop, and then you go through New Rennington, and then you come around this way, and then you have this platform, this platform, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which does need to be extended one further. But we do have this platform at Shoreham, and I do want to use this platform at Shoreham. So we are going to have another service that will use this platform at Shoreham. And I'm trying to think where we can have it go to. It doesn't necessarily have to go to GSG. The reason I say that is because it could just go out this way. But that's not necessarily a smart way of doing it. But over here we do have a connection to the main line here. So we could go Plintbridge Parkway, and then we'll have some services that go off down towards Bartholomew Square, but we can also have some services that go this way and then onto the overground loop via this set of platforms here, and then, or build a new set of platforms here I should say, and then go round to Shoreham and have that as dual voltage trains as well. And then from here we can have it go up to up here, the airport. That could work out quite nicely actually. I think I'm going to do that. So this little depot that we've got here at the moment looks like it's getting a stay of execution for the time being. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then buffer stops there. Right, what's the sitch with this? South box, or if it's the depot. Except I'm going to change that because I'm going to put a waypoint there and change you to be that. Okay, save there and confirm. Right, and then here at Great Branville, I'm actually going to do something a little off the cuff. I'm going to build a new line. It's going to go straight across to here, and then it's going to go along this way, and then it's going to come down and connect up there. And this is going to be for terminating services. So there'll be a bridge that comes over here, like that, and then you will come up like this, and then you will go like that. Right, I've got a sneeze. Excuse me. I'm going to put a waypoint there. Take that back. I'm going to put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to go there and do that. You are going to go like that and like that. We're then going to upgrade this to that, and then we're going to put a signal there and a signal there, and we're going to program them thusly. You are going to be deny if next order is, then allow. You are going to copy from there. You are then going to be this waypoint. You are going to be this waypoint, and that's all hunky-dory. Now we need to build this platform. Should fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we are. And get rid of that. That should be a 6-tile station. And it is. Good. Makes life a hell of a lot easier when it works, doesn't it? And then trains will go into here. So we've got a bit of wrong direction running here, but it's all well and good in the end. Let's get the trains running on this bit, shall we? Close that. Save game. Momentarily. This train here, number 2, I'm actually going to open this, clone you there, so you're now 4. I'm going to get rid of 2, clone 4 again, and then delete 4. There. Now I can get rid of you, I can close you, and you can move up here. We're going to pin you, we're going to get a new train, it has to be the dual voltage one. So what's the best dual voltage? I've got these electro stars now, which we will use in the future, but I think we're going to keep it old and classy with the 313s. They're not fun unless they rattle. That seems to be the British Railway. Okay, close you, pin you. You're going to sit there. We're going to clone and clone. You're going to be dragged up to there. You're going to be dragged up to there. Oh, hang on. Dragged up to there. Resize that. Close that. Open this. There's the right one there, isn't it? Yeah. Always good to check. So you're going to run to there. You're then going to run to there. You're then going to run. We'll do that again twice, and then we'll go there and there. You are no loading. You are service. You are no loading. No unloading. Okay. Here. Here. Via Great Brownville twice. Via here twice. Oh, I got rid of that station before, didn't I? Cornley. Have I paused the game again? I have. I've got to stop doing that. It's a nasty habit. There we go. Don't like it when it freezes on me like that. It's heart attack central. Right, Don'tborough. From Don'tborough, probably just going to continue straight down here actually to Flartbridge. And then Gunway Brewery. And then Plintbridge North. And then Plintbridge Parkway. Okay, and then you're going to run via here. I'm not going to put extra platforms in here actually. I'll just have the first connection here at Leyhill. and then up here, and then Queen's Park, Rindingwell Heights. This little bit here is for freight trains that then go onto this loop. That's why it looks a bit weird like that. Rindingwell Overground, and then the slightly rebuilt Brendington. I'm assuming that is so this should be, if current order is Rindingwell Overground, or if next order is Rindingwell Heights, which I assume is here. So I'm going to get rid of that one. Current order is Runfingwell Waypoint 2 or Runfingwell Waypoint. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so Brendington. Yep. And then down to Woodside. And then from Woodside round here to Frodwood. And then New Rennington via the Complex Junction, and then here at St Mark East, Funingly North, Funingly South, here twice, and then Shoreham Junction. There. Okay. Timetable. $250 is the default. I think I'm going to do 1,000 ticks at either end. This isn't going to be that regular a service. Like that. Scroll down here. You're going to be 750. And you're going to be like that. And the dogs next door have started barking. That's perfect. Good way to keep this episode going in terms of calamity. How are we doing? An hour. Oh boy. Looks like we're going to have to split this up, which I was kind of going to do anyway, but definitely going to have to now. Right, so this is 75. Train reaches top speed. So this service here reminds me a little bit of there's a service between Croydon and I think it's Croydon East. And Milton Keynes Central that's run by Southern, which I didn't even know existed until just a few weeks ago when I was doing some research. But that runs via the west, so it goes to Clapham and then it goes up the West London line to forgotten the name of the damn station now. Willesden Junction, and then from there it goes via the West Coast main line up to Milton Keynes Central, and then obviously runs back. That's quite an interesting service. It's a very sort of mixed service, and that's kind of what we're doing here as well. So this is not going to be part of the overground network, but it does run on the overground loop. So I think it's quite interesting. So all of this is fine. It's only when we reach here that it needs to slow down to 15 to run into there, and then on the way back it's all fine until we reach the waypoint here. Scroll this all the way down. 45. Come on, stop freezing on me, game. 45. 75. And then it's 75 pretty much all the way back. 75. I will make one exception actually, which is at Chunnington. It will slow down to 45 to veer off. Oh wow, we've lost a lot of money here. Just check the finances. Not looking good. 45. And then after Great Barnville 30, and then here it's going to be 15. And then here it's going to be 30 until we reach this one, where it again drops to 15. And then 10. And into the depot. Alright. Keep the game running. I keep going to pause it. Gotta remember to not do that. That's not what I wanted to click at all. That's going to take 5 hours to load now, because it's going to load up all the industries on the map, of which there are millions. That's what I wanted. Save the game again really quickly. I hate having to do this, but you just can't be too careful anymore. Right, you are an ungrouped train. There should be a stopping Guard City via somewhere. There, stopping via Guard City. Now what's this one? Okay, so we want stopping EMU GPA Guard City Pinfinberg Airport to Shoreham Junction, and you are 12 cars long, as pretty much all my passenger cars are at the moment. You go into there. The one here, let's change this so it's to Woodside. Woo. There we go. So yeah, we're going to do all the GSG, or as much of the GSG trains as we can in this episode, and then next episode we'll carry on from there. So I think it'll be GSMI and GSP next. Today we're going to try and do GSG and GSC. So essentially get the overground network back up and running again. There we go. I might rename that station in a little bit. These are already 6, which is good news for us. Add one there and one there. Perfect. Gunway. I still like that name. Quirky name. Gunway Brewery. Short and sweet. Nice and simple. Okay. Now here, I have a bit of a dilemma as to how I'm going to do this. That obviously is going to come across like that, and then I guess it will come across like that as well. So here we're going to have trains that run straight through, and then they're going to diverge back onto their right tracks to go into the proper platforms. Providing I did all the signalling right last time, that shouldn't be too difficult. Keyword being shouldn't. We'll give it a go and see how we get on. Okay, so grab you, pin, drag up here, new vehicles. Now we get to use the bright, sparkling, brand new, whoops, way too far down there, Electro Stars for this. Do I want to use them? Or do I want to use these? 321s or the Electro Stars? I'm tempted to just use the Electro Stars because they look nicer, but then the 321s, we'll use some 321s. Why the hell not? And I'm assuming we need high-speed carriages for these. and we're actually going to go full out 6 car length trains. Really plush. Okay, so you are going to go to here, any of these that are available. You're then going to run I'll put a waypoint in there. I'm also going to put one there, there, and no, I was going to put one there, but I'm not actually. Okay, so you're going to go Flint Bridge Aluminium Plant, then you're going to run via here, and then you're going to go. I need to check the signalling in and around here actually, as to how these platforms are designated. So if that's next order is Runfingwell, if next order is Rinfingford Waypoint, and this one is messed up beyond belief. So we're going to copy from this one, except, let's see, Rinfingford Waypoint I'm assuming is this one here. Yes it is. So I'm going to change these. So I'm going to put this as a separate waypoint with this as part of the new waypoint, which I'm assuming is that one. Yeah. Right, let's do some window closing a second. Get rid of that one, get rid of that one, get rid of that one. Get rid of that one for now. Right, so this is GSG Northeast Release Slow. And then this one is GSG Northeast Release Fast. Like that and like that. Right. So this one here is the slow, this one is the fast. So you're fine. You are going to change, whoops, to be this one. Or if current order is this. That's not what I wanted to do. Or if current order is this, or for this one, or if current order is also the slow one. That's done specifically so that if the slow platform at Plint Bridge is occupied, the train will go through the fast line instead. And that should be that sorted. And then all the way down here, we should be fine. Just want to check here. What is this one? If next order is GSG Suburban Northeast, if this one is Express Northeast, that's fine. Okay. Let's go via here, and then here, into GSG, these platforms here, back out of GSG, like so, up through here, over here, along here to here, and then to there. I only did GSG once, should have done it twice. There we go. Right, this one is no loading. I'm going to open this right up. You are service. You are no loading, no unloading. and the rest of these are all fine. Okay, so from GSG you then run via here twice, like so. You then run via here twice, like so. You then run into Plint Bridge twice, like so. Out of Plint Bridge you then run via Plint Bridge North twice. Okay, now here I'm going to do some changes as well. Or if next order is... Actually no, that one I don't need to. I was going to make a change but I don't need to. Gunway is a big town, so all trains that leave Plint Bridge do go to Gunway. But after Gunway... Is it Gunway? Gunway. Gunway Brewery, not Gunway. I might change that to Gunway. Gunway sounds better. I suppose we're all going to stop at Flat Bridge as well. And Don'tborough. Are we all going to stop at Don'tborough? Do you know what? This service isn't going to stop via Don'tborough. It's going to go via here and via here. So this, or oh, hang on. Yeah. Or if current order is right the way up here, right the way up here. This. You are right the way down here. Right. Just to check quickly. This is if next order is Plint Bridge North, or if current order is, because in theory the fast trains will just go straight through. Don'tborough, they won't slow down. Like they will just go 125 straight through. And even here the slow trains, just leaving Don'tborough, they won't slow down either. It's only the ones that are coming off the junction that will slow down. Current order is Flat Bridge. Okay. So after Flat Bridge, you then go via the two sets of waypoints to cross over onto the fast line. And then from Don'tborough South Box, you will run express up through here. Right the way up to here. And here. Now again, I just need to check these signals. So you are, if next order is Plint Bridge North, that's fine because you have to slow down to go through. So the waypoint works there. The other one I wanted to check was over here. You, if current order is, or if next order is, good. And this one, sorry, this one, yeah, reset. Reset. You are, if current order, oops, current order is Don'tborough, put a deny above it, then allow. Okay, you copy from the slow line, except if your current order is here, or if your current order is here, or if your current order is here. Okay. Right, where do we get to? Pinfenberg Airport. Okay, so from Pinfenberg Airport, you're not going to go via Prafingford, but you are going to go on the slow lines. So if current order is Prafingford, or if current order is the next big station after Prafingford, which is actually up here. So that's not going to work really, is it? Tell you what we'll do. We will have it go via Prafingford, but it'll be a non-stop via, and we'll just use it as a waypoint. Like that. So after here, you go via here twice. Except I'll change it now. Non-stop via. Non-stop via. Okay, and then you run along all of this bit, until we get to here. Honningville South. And then we run into Honningville. Now I think here we're actually going to run on new metal for the first time. We're actually going to run up this way. Now at this point it's pretty much going to be an all-stopper, because there aren't that many stations. Might miss out Frondingville, but we are going to stop up here at Little Prunton. So again, I've got to make sure that the signal has that programmed in. Or if next order is right the way up here in the hills. Okay. And then after Little Prunton, we go through the really long tunnel. We then go via the waypoints here into Warnbridge Heights, out the waypoints here. Yeah, we're going to stop at Mumpool. And what's the next station? We're going to miss out Sarborne. Or should we miss out Cadstone? I think we'll miss out Cadstone. Might miss out Sarborne and Cadstone actually. So the next stop will be here at Cunfing Way. And then it's across the Bridge of Dreams, the lovely viaduct. And then down here into Fenningston, where again we are going to stop here twice. And then we're going to stop at Pradston Bay. We're going to miss out Fort Granningworth. We are going to stop at Flunfing Bridge. Now at this point I think we're going to head up one of these branches. Let's see which one. So there, so the next stop is going to be Flunfing Bridge. I think we're going to go, we have to stop here anyway, Pomberg Airport. I need to move the airport up here actually. I'll probably build it on the top of this tunnel. So from Pomberg we are going to go, we're going to go this way. There's bigger towns up this way. Did I not build platforms here? How did I forget to build platforms here? That was a huge mistake. There we are. And then after Lunning Hall we're going to be all the way up here via a waypoint there, which is going to slow us right down and into Hinhill. Right, before we go any further, save. This one first. I'm going to do my backup here as well because we've done quite a lot of work now. And another save on this version. Come on. Come on. Come on, game. Be nice to me. Come on, game. Be really nice to me. There we go. Right. Timetable. That is alright, isn't it? Yeah, I did do that right. Okay, now timetable. So first things first, all the stopping times to 50, except for this one, which is going to be 2500. GSG, which is going to be 750. And Hinhill here, which is going to be 750, and then the other GSG, which is going to be 500. This one, 500. That tells me how many trains we need. 12. Although I think what I'm going to do is divide it by 1,000 and then divide it by 2 for these services, because we're going to have so many other services also stopping at all of these stations en route that we're not going to miss out on traffic. I think overall we should be okay. So I might do like divide by 1,000, divide by 2, and then plus 1 for safety. Alright, in terms of speed, we're going to be going at the solid 100 mph, except obviously not in the depots. Here we're going to be going 30 through Plint Bridge. We're going to be going at 45, and then here we're going to be going 30. Quite a long stretch actually, but what can you do? Here we're going to be going 15. Out of GSG we're going to be going 30. Here we're going to be going 45. And then 60. Out of Plint Bridge we're also going to be going 60. And then from Plint Bridge north, probably up to as far as Honningville, we're going to be going the full 100 miles an hour. I'll actually slow down for... Oh, we need to slow down here as well for this crossover. So here we're going to slow down to 45 for that crossover, and then it's going to be 100 again. And then at this point, I think probably 75 to go in and out of the airport here. Maybe, and then Honningville 50. To be honest, I might make this 50 as well. 50 in, 75 out. I like that idea. 50 in, 75 out. Okay. And then here, 50 in, 75 out. $75 out. Now, which point does the line turn off? Flunfing Bridge. Okay, so after Flunfing Bridge Hotel, speed limit is going to be maximum of 50. Here 50, and then I do need an extra waypoint, thinking about it. It's gonna have to be on this little bit of track here. There. Right, just before Hinhill waypoint, I'm going to put that there. Hinhill waypoint 2. Aptly named. So this is going to be 50, as it was before. This is going to be 30. and then it's going to be 15 into Hinhill. Need to put an exit waypoint. There. And there. Right. 15 in. 30 out. As far as there. And then it's 50 all the way back to, what was it, Flunfing Bridge. What a horrible name. I'm going to have to change that. This is where the name suggestions from you guys will come in very, very handy, as we're really starting to branch out now. So I need as many name suggestions as possible. Still waiting for more suggestions before I start going around and renaming them all. That'll be its own, probably time-lapsed episode as well. And then in the commentary I'll just read out a list of all the names that I've actually used. Right, Flunfing Bridge there, all the way up to here, 75 in, no, 50 in, 75 out. 50 in, 75 out. Same with Honningville. 50 in, 75 out. Same with Pinfinberg Airport, 50 in, 75 out. Please don't crash on me now. I did do the double save, didn't I? Right, at this point here, oh wait, at this point here we need to slow down to go through there. So actually out of, yeah, so I've got 50 there, so I need to go back up and change this one. I think 45 is a little too slow. 50 should be fine. In fact, 60 should be fine for a crossover on a express line like that. 50 should be more than enough. If it's not, then there's a problem. 60. Okay, and then Flartbridge waypoint to Flartbridge. All of this is fine. Once we hit Plint Bridge, it's 45, I believe. 45 through Plint Bridge. 60 through Plint Bridge. I like that. We'll do 60 through Plint Bridge. .60, and then release slow is 45 or 30. 30. And then 15 in here. 30 out of GSG. It's 45 here. 45 here. And then 15, and then 10. And then one more thing to do on this particular train. So this signal, or if current order is here, and then this one, or if current order is, this will be the slow one, this will be the fast one. And then finally this one, reset copy off here if current order is, I'll have to change that one in a second actually, or if current order is this one. Now the reason I say I'm going to have to change it is because I'm going to take out this one and this one and put these in as high speed waypoints. Which is number 5. And you are there. Current order is Plinth Bridge waypoint number 5. I'm actually going to do this, just in case we do have some express trains that stop at Plinth Bridge. It's going to be highly unlikely, but you never know. Right. Now I'm going to do a little bit of a cheeky shortcut. So we're going to have trains running on both branches up here. Where are we? Up here. So we might as well just do this. Drag you out to here. Right, now you, let's put the waypoints in over here, which looks like it's going to be a little bit easier to do. One there like that, and then one there, one there. We'll just leave them as they are for now. Okay, when you get to Ponberg Airport, right, from Ponberg you are then going to go up here twice, and then you're going to go here twice, and then here you're going to go like this and like this. And then with this, drag this over here really quickly. Let's pin that while we remember. Okay. This is a 250 stop. This is a 750 stop. And this is a 250 stop. Okay, this is 50 miles per hour. This is 50 miles per hour. This one is 30 miles per hour. This one's 15 miles per hour. This one's 30. And this one is 50. Autofill. Okay, now we've got to do the groups. So this is going to be the northern trunk line. Oops. It's all going to be part of the northern trunk line franchise, let's say. I might start doing that thing of offering out franchises again. I'm not doing it right now because I just don't have the patience for being bombarded with messages of people telling me what they want to happen. So you're semi-fast. GSG2. Now let's see. You up here are Hin Hill. So HNH. You are 12 cars long. Drag you into there for now. Then we need another one. Semi-fast. Oh, I didn't do EMU. EMU. GSG2. This side of the water. FLR. 12 cars. And again, we're going to grab you and we're going to drag you into here. Now I've got to change this so it has EMU in it. ungrouped. Train 5 goes to Hin Hill. Train 6 goes to Flinningwell Ridge. Okay, so they both need 12. Sorry, they both need 6. I'm going to do 7. So 2, 3. Actually, I'm not going to do that now. What am I doing? Yeah, get rid of all these. My bad. We've got to do loads more orders still. Loads more trains. So the next one, we're going to send this up the next branch. So, new vehicles. Oops, what am I doing? Right the way down. They are class 321s with high-speed carriages. I think these we might make them just 10, not 10, 8 cars long. 8 car trains. A bit like the Thameslink trains, they come in 8 car and 12 car variations. You are not part of that group though, we need to take you out of that group. Whichever group that was you've gone into. This one. You are an ungrouped train. Let's pin that while we're here actually and do that. Right. So you... Yeah, we also need to clear your orders. Is this where it all goes wrong again? Save. This better not be where it all goes wrong again. I'll be fuming if that happens. Wait for it to save. And then we'll plan this one out. Come on, game. Be good to me. Okay. So, no shared orders. And delete. Oh, well that one worked. What do you know? So you're going to go here. You're then going to go here. Straight through all of this. To here. Here. Here twice. Here. Here. Through all here again. And then there, and then there. Might as well set this up while we're here. You are service. You are no loading. I hope I did that with the other ones. I'll check that in a second. No loading. No unloading. Did I do no loading at the return? Yes. Hey, I have a shaky memory sometimes. Right. So from here you go via here twice, via here twice, via Plymouth Bridge twice, via Plymouth Bridge North twice, via Gunway twice. That's definitely Gunway. This is Gunway. I'm changing that. Thought there was a problem there. Right. And then I think this one is also going to go via Flartbridge. But then after Flartbridge we're going to do the same as we did before. Here. And then here. Like that. And then you're going to go straight through here. Straight through all of this. You're then going to go to here. into Punfingford. Did I say Pinfingburg before? I think I said Pinfingburg before. But you're then going to go via here, because this is a pretty much an express service from this bit onwards. What did I just delete? Nothing, I hope. No, I don't think I deleted anything. You're going to go Honningville twice, and then from Honningville you're going to come out onto the fast line again, and again you're going to run as an express right up through here until you get to here, and then you're going to stop here. And then you're going to go via here, and again you're going to be a fast service. So you're going to go through all of this, all of this. You are going to stop here though. And then you're going to go through there, through all of these stations. But you are going to stop here. And then keep going this way. Right, and then you're going to go via here. You're then going to stop here twice, and then from here you're going to go as an all-stopping service. So every station. Like so, and like so, and then you're going to take the branch up this way. Okay, I think here what I'm going to have to do, let me just pause the game really quickly for this. That train's not making much progress, and on its way back it's incredibly slow. Incredibly frustrating as well. Right. Waypoint. Waypoint. Unpause. So you're going to go here twice, and then you're going to go here. That's a lot of orders. It's not that many actually. I think it's less than before still. This is going to be the last one we're going to do on camera. The rest I'm just going to do off camera. But I'm sort of going to briefly explain what they're going to be, and then I'm going to go ahead and do them. Alright, 750. What's this station? Frondham. There. 750. And then right the way down here to GSG. 500. Okay. Now for the speed. $100. Okay, so it was 30 out of here, and then it was 45 through Plint Bridge, wasn't it? 45. 45. Suburban. 15. So this one is 30. like so, and then out of here it's 30, and then it's 45, I think. Yeah, and then it's 60. To get a nice smooth acceleration as well. 60, and then through Plint Bridge it's also 60. Okay, and then here we hit the 50 for the crossover, although 60 I think is what we agreed on, wasn't it? Bad time to ask me for an update, Windows. Don't Breast Signal Box, Great Barnville South Box. Now here, because it's going express to express, so we're going to do 75, because it's stopping. The through trains will carry on at probably 100 through here. Same with Honningville. 75 and 75. Because it's stopping. Up here, 75 and 75. Like that. And then a Beffing way, it's going to drop 75 in. I suppose 75 out as well. It makes sense. Although at Beffing way I'm going to do some signal work. So over here I'm going to do some signal work for which trains can and can't come through. Right. All of these are 100. Which station? Is it this one? I guess it is. At Warningbury. Am I missing something? How far away is it? Oh, it's quite a long way. So Warningbury is right the way down here. So after Warningbury, it's going to be 60. This one's going to be 30. And then 15. Nearly there. Another 30. And then 60. And then 60 all the way down. Until we get to Warningbury. And then here it's going to be 75 and 75. 75 and 75. Like that. And then at Warnbridge it's going to be 75 and 75. And then at Honningville, 75 and 75. And then at the airport. Now the 225s and the 125s should be able to run with these quite nicely. It's only really at the airports, well not the airports, but the big junction stations where there might be a bit of a clash. Hopefully not a massive one. So let's see, here it was 60, where it crosses back over, and then it speeds back up again, and then at Plintbridge North it drops to 60, and then 60, like that, and then 30, and 15, and then 30 out of GSG, 45, 45, 15. So this one should be, yeah, it should be 45. And then 10. Autofill. So you need 12 as well. So all of these need 7. So let's go back over here. We'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I will release them periodically over time. This one, save the game really quickly. We're nearly done, guys. We are nearly done. Just replying to a quick message. There we go. Apologies for that. For some reason my phone's telling me the score in the Hearts match tonight as well, which is totally irrelevant. I've never once asked for a Hearts score. This, no, not this train. This train. Train number 7. God, find number 7. Here we go. So you are 11. We'll add 1 to make it 12. Divide by 1000, divide by 2. So you need 6. But again, we'll add 1 for safety. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. This one. Now you are right the way over here. You are train number 4. Oh. I just cloned this train without putting it in a group. Let me fix that really quickly as well. SFEMU GSG to somewhere 8. Right, ungrouped. Do that. You go into there. Add shared vehicles. There we go. Nice. We need to find out the name of that station. Again, I'll do that off camera. Right. This one. Train number 4. U. Which is where we are now. Train number 4. 15. So again, we'll add 1. So you need 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be fine. And then I think was it this one? Yeah. Alright, number 1. Clear time. So you need 9, so we'll give you 10. Number 2. I really should put these in number order, really. You need 9. So let's quickly do some jigging around here. 1, 2. Bit of an escalation here. 3. And 21. So as it was 9, 10. You need 10 as well. And this one you need 11. Okay. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, game. 6, 7, 8, 9. Need more money. So it's 9. And then 10, knock off the top one. And then 11 on that one. Okay. And I think that was all of them, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Alright. So, off camera, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to get the freight trains running again. All the livestock, all the milk, and all the food. And the fish one actually still operates, so that's fine. And I'm going to get the trains from GSC running again. So it should be half as amount. Hopefully this train gets back soon. Where is it? It's nearly back. Just got to run through all here. Oh, it ran down this way. Oh, that's not helpful at all. Right, hang on, pause that. Does this have a thing on it? It doesn't. So it might actually be able to go straight through here, straight round the loop here, and then follow the track here, and then take the freight line through this section, and should find its way all the way up here to Plint Bridge, and then back from there. I'm going to try and get that one running as well, but I'm not going to make any promises on that one. What else am I going to do? Yeah, just GSC, getting all the overground lines working again. I think that's the last piece of the puzzle, really. It's just getting all of them working. Oh, one more thing I will do, whilst I remember. Follow this main line. There's the viaduct. I look forward to seeing the trains go over the viaduct. There's the first branch. We carry on through here. Here's the second branch, and you are called Frondham. So F-R-O should be a good name. There we go. And we'll get that running as well. Right, that should do it for this episode. It's been a really, really long episode. I do apologise for that. Got lots of, as I say, this is a total reset almost of the entire network, so we need to make sure we get it right. Otherwise we're going to be in trouble. So at the moment I'm just going to set one from each of these off on its journey. We will, or I will, off camera, get the rest of them running off camera as well. We should have plenty of paths then for freight trains, so it's not loads of trains queued up. I mean, we've got, I think it's at least 3 services per, why is that there? 3 services per station on the overground. So we should have plenty of trains coming through it and servicing all of those passengers that are waiting. Plus, you know, we've got things like the metro as well for that exact kind of problem. So we should be fine. We should be fine. That's the main thing. We should be fine. Set you back there. Right. I'm going to follow this train because this is the one that I most want to see on its journey. Just saw a huge flash out my window. It didn't seem to be lightning, so I've no idea what that's all about. Right, so yeah, we're going to come back on Friday and we're going to do GSP and GSMI. Oh, it was lightning. I just heard the thunder. Love thunderstorms, me. Absolutely love them. Anyway. Why have you stopped? Oh yeah, because I paused the game. I am actually going to keep this pinned here as well, so I can get rid of that off camera, I hope. Fingers crossed. Right, But that is it for this episode, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your patience if you've made it this far. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series, drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes, and also use the name suggestions, because I will be using them in the next couple of weeks, I would say. So get those suggestions in. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.